wabarakatuh. Good morning, esteemed guests and partners. We will be beginning the event shortly. Thank you all for your patience.
Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, saat acara berlangsung kami informasikan ada headset di tempat duduk Bapak dan Ibu untuk dapat dikenakan saat acara. Dipersilahkan.
Kindly note that there are headsets available with translation from both the English and Bahasa Indonesian languages. However, the event will be run in the main language of English. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of PGBI, Masdar and PMSE, thank you all for attending the Cirata kickoff ceremony. My name is Fatma Suwaidi, and I will be your MC for today's event. I am here in two capacities, as a senior analyst in Masdar, and I am also the Deputy President Director of PMSE, the host of this ceremony. Before we kick off today's event, I'd like to take a moment to go through a short safety induction. We hold this momentous event today during extraordinary times. For this reason, we have taken the necessary health and safety measures to ensure the well-being of everyone here today. We do not foresee any emergency drills today. However, in the case of an emergency, please stay calm and make your way to the assembly point located in front of the parking area, where you will be directed by the HSE staff on site. To ensure your safety, please keep your face masks on for the duration of the event. We also advise you to adhere to the social distancing markers, maintaining a distance of 2 meters from your colleagues. Hand sanitizers are available throughout the venue, and we encourage you to make frequent use of them. To safeguard the health of everyone here today, please avoid physical interactions as much as possible. Whether you are here in person or joining us virtually, we are proud to be here today celebrating a pioneering project, as well as the continued collaboration between the Republic of Indonesia and the United Arab Emirates. Today's ceremony is about recognizing and introducing the different entities involved in Indonesia's first floating photovoltaic power plant. Throughout the morning, we will be having the opportunity to hear from different supporters of this great project and the individuals who are behind this, making a vision come to a reality. If I can now please ask you to rise for the playing of the national anthem of the Republic of Indonesia. Thank you. You may be seated. I am now honored to welcome to the stage our first speaker, the Provincial Secretary to the West Java Governor, His Excellency Bapak Setiawan Wangsat Majda, who will be delivering the welcome note. Your Excellency.
May I apologize that please I keep wearing my mask. Sorry. His Excellency, the Ambassador of United Emirates Arabs in Indonesia, Mr. Abdullah Salem Obid Al Daheri, the Honorable CEO Masdar Muhammad Jamil Al Rahman, yang terhormat Wakil Ketua Komisi 7 DPR RI Bapak Edi Suparno, yang terhormat Deputi Bidang Koordinasi Investasi dan Pertambangan Menko Marifest Bapak Septian Haryoseto, yang terhormat Direktur Mega Proyek PT PLN Bapak Iksan Asad, yang terhormat Dirjen EBTKE Kementerian ESDM Bapak Dadan Kusdiana, yang terhormat the Honorable President Director of PMSI Mr. Pesmek Lupa, dan yang terhormat staf ahli BKPM Bapak Aris Indanarto. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, selamat datang and welcome to our place in Cirata. This is, I think, very unique and different scenery compared with your country especially. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning and greeting to all of us. And first of all, of course, on behalf of the Governor of West Java and people of West Java, please allow me to express my greatest gratitude to PT Pembangkitan Jawa Bali Masdar Solar Energy for this warm and friendly welcome. We are delighted with the opportunity to attend the official event of the project kickoff ceremony for the 145 MW Cirata floating PV in West Java. We hope that this event can be one of the major steps for the development of Indonesian and West Java. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in this opportunity, please allow me to convey an overview about the current situation of West Java. West Java is the most populated province in Indonesia with over 49 million people. So you can imagine West Java, if we think about South Korea population, I think we are really similar, around 50 million population, of which around 38 million are in productive age. Geographically, West Java province directly borders to Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, with the area 37,000 square kilometers, and naturally pose a very complex geological structure. West Java is very rich of natural resources. Nationally, West Java also holds the strategic position as it is the main basis of national manufacturing industry, which contribute more than 60% of national production. Distinguished guests, historically, within the last 5 years, West Java's economic growth is always above the national growth. The realization of investment in West Java is also highest in Indonesia. In the first semester in 2020, it reached value around 57 trillion and around 14% of total investment in Indonesia. With foreign investment realization is around $2,000 billion, and domestic investment is around 25 trillion Indonesian rupiah. The economic growth of West Java is projected to increase even further. In many occasions, the President of the Republic of Indonesia has stated that the Rebana Triangle is directed to be the super economic corridors in northern Java, The area covers Subang, Indramayu, Majalengka, Cirebon, and Sumedang area, which are expected to be the new and future economic growth centers in West Java. With the development of Rebana Triangle area, the economy of West Java is projected to grow by 10% in 2023. Thus, investment opportunity for development in this area extremely promising. So I should inform to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, while West Java has great potential for investment opportunity, we are also facing challenges in terms of unsustainable use of coals and fossil fuel as our main energy source for development activities. While we enjoy steady economic growth, we also emit 66 million tons of greenhouse gases, contributing to the adverse effect of climate change. We understand that our development plan must be in line with national commitment which has ratified in Paris Agreement on Climate Change. Thus, with the issuance of 2018 up to 2023 midterm development plan document and also roadmap of sustainable development goals and the general province energy plan, the development of infrastructures for new and renewable energy has been defined as one of our top development priorities. Some of the projects initiated by West Java government in supporting sustainable development, namely the development of regional waste management and processing site at Legok Nangka, and then Nambo Lulut and Cirebon Raya. This is, I should inform to you, because we also have some environmentally friendly project, as I mentioned before. And also we have micro hydropower plant project in the Cerombang, and also the installation about 7,000 kWp of solar power plant, and also rooftop solar cell distributed in many districts and cities, in school and in public buildings. These are parts of our effort to achieve the target of primary energy mix in West Java by 2025, where 20% of energy use is originated from the new and renewable resources. With its relatively untapped potential, flexibility and easiness is its installation, the potential reduction of greenhouse gases, and the decreasing base cost in producing energy, solar power will be a forefront of West Java energy source in the future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, based on the current and long-term West Java energy policy, as explained earlier, it shows a strong commitment from the government of West Java province to promote the use of clean and green energy source, to further promote green productivity, and eventually to promote green growth in West Java. Consequently, we will always push to increase investment in the new renewable energy sectors. By 2025, the government of West Java is targeting to develop solar power plant to generate around 900 megawatt of electricity. Therefore, we greatly appreciate PT Pembangkitan Jawa Bali Masdar Solar Energy, which is formed by Masdar Cirata Solar Limited from United Arab Emirates, and also PT Pembangkit Jawa Baskara Investasi Cirata Negara from Indonesia, who have invested in this 145 megawatt photovoltaic power project in Cirata, which is very much in line with the development plan of new and renewable energy sectors in West Java specifically. We sincerely hope that the new and renewable energy investment, the Rebana Triangle area, can also emerge as one of the successful pilot of floating PV project, and can set a great example for both in Indonesia and in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, in this final speech that I deliver to you, we also hope that it will be benefit for the future the future of West Java province and its people. This is the end of my speech. Again, welcome to you all, and thank you very much for coming to West Java. Thank you very much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Bapak Setiawan Wangsa Majda, Provincial Secretary to the West Java Governor. It is now my honor to welcome His Excellency Abdullah Dhahri, the United Arab Emirates Ambassador to Indonesia and the ASEAN region, to deliver his speech. Your Excellency.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I would ask you guys to allow me to take off my my mask, as we are all preserving and adhering to the protocol of social distancing. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Good morning and salamat bagi. On behalf of the government of the United Arab Emirates, please allow me to express my warm congratulations to the government and the people of the Republic of Indonesia, Masdar, BT, BJPI, and BT, BLN on this kick-off ceremony of Cirata floating PV power plant in West Java. It is an honor for us to be part of this ceremony, which is a historical and important milestone of the long-standing and brotherly ties of friendship and bilateral cooperation between the United Arab Emirates and the Republic of Indonesia. United Arab Emirates has been significantly advancing in the energy field and is particularly committed to diversifying its energy mix, not only in the United Arab Emirates but beyond, as the UAE has become a regional leader for clean energy technology. By 2050, the United Arab Emirates will have invested approximately $150 million in renewable energy. This is expected to save the countries an estimated $192 billion through reducing dependence on gas subsidies. Ladies and gentlemen, Cirata project is UAE's first investment in the renewable energy sector in the Republic of Indonesia and is a testament of our relationship with the Republic of Indonesia. Not only it is the first, but once built, it will be Indonesia's largest floating PV plant and will help boost renewable energy development and contribute to Indonesia's new and renewable energy mix target of 23% by the year 2025. This vital project is a manifestation of the strong cooperation and bilateral relations between the United Arab Emirates and the Republic of Indonesia, which are currently elevated to a level that is closer than ever, thanks to the strong relations between the leaders of our two countries and their vision and guidance to identify our common interests and keeping the relationship on the right track. It is worth mentioning that the historic visit of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United Arab Emirates Armed Forces to Indonesia in July of the year 2019, and the visits of His Excellency Joko Widodo, the President of the Republic of Indonesia, to the United Arab Emirates in September of the year 2015, and after that in January of the year 2020, are important milestones in the path of the long-standing ties, and this have paved the way for the conclusion of investments deals worth more than $32.9 billion. The most prominent and encouraging trend in the United Arab Emirates Republic of Indonesia relations that our cooperation has grown beyond the traditional sectors of oil and gas, aviation and ports. it has expanded into such a new areas as renewable energy, industry, manufacturing of COVID-19 vaccine, supply of laser test kits, agriculture, digital education, retail, banks, and financing. We are confident that the investment and business cooperation and engagement will witness an exponential increase in terms of quantity and quality due to the execution of several bilateral agreements that will result in increasing the flow of important investments and trade, such as the agreement for promotion and reciprocal protection of investments and the advancement and the agreement of the avoidance of double taxation and the prevention of fiscal evasion. We at the United Arab Emirates Embassy in Jakarta are very much ready to work with all of you to facilitate communication and engagement between both public and private sectors to support the UAE-Indonesia strategic partnership. I thank you all for the attention. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and terima kasih.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I am now pleased to welcome to the stage Special Advisor to the Chairman in the Development of the Investment and Priority Sector from BKPM, Bapak Aris Indanarto.
Terima kasih. Saya sampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia sambutan dari Bapak Kepala BKPM. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Pertama-tama saya ucapkan terima kasih atas kehadiran Bapak Duta Besar Uni Emirat Arab, kemudian dari Bapak Sekda Jawa Barat, Bapak Setiawan, dari Deputi Kementerian Menko Marinvest, Bapak Septian, kemudian dari Kementerian SDM yang diwakili oleh Direktur Jenderal Energi Baru Terbarukan, Pak Dadan, dan kemudian dari Direktur Utama dari PLN diwakili dalam hal ini Pak Iksan, Deputi Mega Proyek, dan tentunya Mr. Lupa yang dari PT PMSC. Bapak Ibu sekalian, tadi telah disampaikan bahwa BKPM dari awal sampai akhir akan terus mengawal kepada proyek-proyek yang bersifat strategis seperti ini, ya, yang memang nanti akan memberikan kontribusi terhadap bauran kepada energi baru terbarukan di Indonesia. Kalau kita lihat realisasi investasi di Provinsi Jawa Barat ini, dari tahun ke tahun, dari triwulan, dari semester, dan dari Januari sampai September ini, Jawa Barat menempati selalu urutan pertama, Pak Sekda, terima kasih ya, di dalam melakukan investasi terutama PMA. Dan ini saya titip juga kepada Pak Sekda melalui Pak Gubernur nanti, mohon proyek Masdar ini dapat dikawal ya, sampai selesai, sampai beroperasi dan kemudian memberikan manfaat bagi masyarakat di sekitar dan tentunya kepada pemerintah Indonesia. Bapak Duta Besar yang saya hormati dan kemudian Bapak Ibu sekalian yang ada di sini, proyek PLTS ini merupakan tindak lanjut atas kunjungan Presiden Joko Widodo awal tahun lalu ke Uni Arab Emirates. Dan kemudian ditindaklanjuti dengan adanya MOU ya, antara PLN, BUMN Indonesia, dengan PT Masdar, BUMN dari Unit Arab Emirates. Dan kemudian membentuk entitas baru namanya PMSC. Kapasitas listrik ini ada seberas 140 MW yang merupakan terbesar di Asia Tenggara. Dan ini akan dijadikan pilot project oleh pemerintah Indonesia, ya, akan nanti memberikan kontribusi terhadap energi baru terbarukan sebesar 23% di tahun 2025. Dan yang penting yang akan tetap BKPM kawal saat ini adalah realisasi investasi. Dari nilai realisasi investasi, dari nilai investasi yang ditanamkan oleh PT PMS Masyarakat ini sebesar 1,8 triliun, barulah terrealisasi sebesar 1,97%. Ini artinya baru ada 36,4 miliar. Dan ini tentunya berbagai hambatan, baik perizinan dalam rangka realisasi ini di pusat maupun di daerah. BKPM tetap berkomitmen, ya, karena beberapa waktu lalu Mr. Lupa dan tim juga sudah berkunjung kepada Kepala BKPM dan saya mendampingi dan saya ditugaskan secara khusus memang untuk mengawal proyek ini sampai nanti selesai. Dan kemudian beberapa progres yang dapat saya sampaikan, izin di pusat telah selesai, antara lain izin UPTL, kemudian izin lokasi, kemudian izin lingkungan yang ada di pemerintah daerah ini. Dan kemudian juga izin-izin yang masih ongoing proses, seperti izin nanti mendirikan bangunan, kemudian izin pinjam pakai kawasan hutan, IPPKH, kemudian
conservation area and the water sources. We will help you, and we will help you process these permits or licenses. And this is from BKPM. Starting from January, we have conducted OSS based on risk management approach. With this permit, all the licenses, ministries and agencies can be conducted at BKPM, especially the one that relates to the regional licenses. We can use it with an OSS system. And I would like to convey lastly that aside from the master projects, BKPM also has information that Masdar is one of the lowest bidder in Saguling. So I'm going to guard this as well from the people of PLN. This is another expansion. It is not published yet, but they have already given another offer or bid. And this is very important. BKPM gets information that is very important because actually we are very fortunate. In Abu Dhabi, we have an official who, a BKPM official there at the United Arab Emirates. So the investment from UAE will continue to develop. There is Indonesia Investment Promotion Center, which has a duty to conduct investment from the Arab states, especially from the Middle East. And I guess this is the end of my speech. I thank you so much. May peace be upon us all.
Thank you, Bapak. I am now pleased to invite to the stage Bapak Septian Haryo Seto, Deputy for Investment and Mining Coordination from the Coordinating Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Investment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Guests, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to open my mask. I think Excellency Ambassador UAE to Indonesia and Southeast Asia, and then Bapak Edi Suparno, Wakil Ketua Komisi 7, Pak Sekda Jabar, lalu saya lihat ada Ibu Bupati yang saya hormati, Bapak-bapak.
I also see the mayor here, and also the people from PLN, from PJBI, from BKPM, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, whom I cannot mention one by one.
For me to be invited here to attend the signing ceremony of Masdar and PJBI. I think this project will mark an important relation between Indonesia and UAE, especially not only on the investment, in my view, but also on the cooperation between Indonesia and UAE to fight against the climate change. I just recently come back from UAE together with coordinating Minister Luhut Panjaitan and then Minister of State-Owned Enterprise, Bapak Erick Thohir. We met with Crown Prince and then also with Sheikh Hamad and then Minister Suhail to discuss a potential investment further from UAE to Indonesia. I think the good news is that the Crown Prince, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and then Sheikh Hamad, the managing director of ADIA, committed to invest more in Indonesia and also support the establishment of the Indonesian Sovereign Wealth Fund. I think this further will support many of projects from UAE investment in Indonesia. So I think this is very good news, especially I think this project as well has been worked out for several years, and then we are very happy and seeing this project can move further. I think in terms of the pricing, in terms of the technology, we believe Masdar have the capacity and the capability to execute this project very efficiently and can complete the project in a timely manner. I think right now the world attention to Indonesia is very huge because I think in terms of the climate change, we have the largest forest, the largest I think mangrove and the mangrove coral reef, as well as the peatland, which is this all area is very important to capture the carbon emission from the industrial process or the people activity. So that I think to achieve this Paris Agreement is not enough only we conserve this forest, peatland, and the mangrove, but also we need to transform our energy as well into a more low carbon emission. And I think the solar panel, the wind is also one of the best candidate to replace, for example, the diesel fuel or even the coal-fired power plant. So I think we will support this project, and then we will monitor to make sure that this project can be completed in a timely manner. I don't want to take more of your time because I think the previous speaker has explained about this importance of this project. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bapak Septian. I would like now to invite the Deputy of the 7th Commission Head, House of Representative Council of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Edi Suparno, to the stage to say a few words.
Saya izin melepas masker, Ibu Bapak sekalian.
Allow me to open my facial mask. May peace be upon us all. A very good morning, blessings to each and every one of us.
Indonesia. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. You grace us with your presence. We're very happy and delighted to have you with us today. The Honorable CEO of Masdar, Mr. Muhammad Jamil Al-Rahmani, thank you for attending, and we're happy to hear that you have received your vaccines already. So it's very brave for you to come over here to Indonesia. Most of the areas in Indonesia are still under the so-called red zones. But I hope, and I'm happy to hear that the vaccines that are produced in the UAE are similar to the vaccines that we imported to Indonesia. So it's a matter of not if, but when, we will see and look forward to the day where we don't have to wear masks anymore. Yang saya hormati
Mr. Secretary General, Mr. Setiawan, representing the governor, Ibu Bupati or the mayor of Purwakarta. We do not have a lot of mayors who are women with great achievement, but Ibu An is one of them. So thank you so much for your presence, Ibu. I hope that Purwakarta will bring benefit, and this project bring benefits for Purwakarta as well. The Director General for Energy and Renewable Energy and Conservation, thank you so much, Pak Dadan, for following this event and to also give your inputs on this event. And also from BKPM, thank you, Mr. Aris, the Special Advisor to the Chairman in Development of the Investment in Priority Sector, and also Mr. Septian, Deputy for Investment and Mining Coordination of the Coordinating Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Investment, and PLN, from PLN represented by the Board of Directors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, whom I cannot mention one by one. Allow me to deliver what I would like to say in English to give our highest appreciation to our guests of honor. You have a headset. For the blue, it will be in Sundanese language.
Lots have been spoken about by the previous speakers, but let me give you a little bit of story. 20 years ago, when I was still active in banking in Singapore, I remember my boss used to tell me, Eddie, Indonesia has the greatest renewable energy potential in Asia. And today, after 20 years, Indonesia is still the greatest potential, which means that very limited progress has been made over the past for the past 20 years. But today, we're ending that myth with the water breaking, with the kickoff of this great 145 megawatt project between PGBI and Masdar. We hope that Indonesia will have a significant progress in its renewable energy sector. As you know, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Paris Agreement has required us to achieve an energy mix of 23% by 2025. So we have 4 years to go to reach that number. Today, we're slightly above 10%. So there's a lot of work to be done, which means that we need a quantum leap to reach that 23% by 2025. And we hope that the Cirata project will support that quantum leap for us to achieve that goal in 2025. Ibu Bapak yang kami hormati,
ladies and gentlemen,
success stories like this. And this will not only give us confidence, but it will give us also positive publicity towards the international world that Indonesia is open for business. And it's open for business for a good cause, to increase the energy mix, especially in the renewable energy sector. I express my sincere appreciation to Masdar and PLN for the water breaking of this project today. We hope that in due course we will see a monumental, a landmark project being erected in the Cirata Dam. To the CEO of Masdar, I represent the House of Representatives. We're here to support you all the way in terms of regulation. Any issues you may have, your problem is my problem. So going forward, we look forward to work together, and we look forward to support this project 110%. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Bapak. I would like to invite to the stage Bapak Dadan Kusdiana, Director General of New and Renewable Energy and Energy Conservation, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources.
Excellencies, Ibu Bapak sekalian, I would like to convey the apology from my Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Excellency Pak Arifin Tasrif, because of unpredicted situation in Jakarta, so he has to stay in Jakarta. But now I would like to read over all of his speech here that has been prepared. Sambutan Menteri Energi.
Speech by His Excellency the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia on the Cirata project, Thursday, 17th of December 2020. Vice Chairman of the 7th Commission of DPRRE, or the House of Representatives, Mr. Edi Suparno, Excellency Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to Indonesia and Southeast Asia, Mr. Abdullah Al-Dahiri, representative from the Coordinating Ministry for Maritime Affairs, Mr. Septo, from the Chairman of BKPM, Mr. Aris Indarnato, and then the Regional Secretary of West Java, and also the Mayor of Purwakarta, CEO of Masdar, Mr. Muhammad Jamil Al-Ramahi, the Board of Directors of PLN, Bapak Iksan Asad, the Director from PJBI, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may peace be upon us all. Waalaikumsalam. Blessings to every one of us. Sampurasun, a Sundanese proverb. That's an additional word. The minister did not say Sampurasun, a Sundanese word. Welcome. First of all, we say thank you to God the Almighty because of His blessings. Today, we are able to meet at the project kickoff of the Cirata floating project as part of Indonesia and United Arab Emirates project. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources continues to give sufficient electricity by taking into account the supply of the electricity itself. The use of new and renewable energy is one of the mitigation on a global scale to lessen the greenhouse gas effect. Indonesia has a commitment at the Paris Agreement at the COP21 by targeting 27% as business as usual in 2030. In this case, the ministry has a commitment to take into account accessibility and affordability of energy, and this can be proven by electrification at the end of 2019 amounting 89.9%. And we are targeting in this year to become 99.9%. The commitment of the government is clearly stated in the National Energy Policy, target 23% of mixed energy for 2025 will come from new energy and renewable energy. In Indonesia, the potential is so large, 227 gigawatt, and we can have a contribution that is significant to achieve the target of energy mix. At this time, solar energy is only 150 megawatt. Therefore, the ministry continues to boost the use of solar energy in the most optimized way by involving all the stakeholders. As part of the efforts to conduct this policy and for a just energy, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources have targeted greenhouse gas effect for 2024 from a number of potential clusters, from among others, from mining sectors, tourism, fisheries, PLTS, and floating projects, and with a total capacity amounting 2.1 gigawatt.
For our cooperation with United Arab Emirates.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, One of the application in Indonesia is PLTS, the floating project in Cirata. This project is one of the strategic national project, the floating solar power plant, and this is the IPP project between PJBI and Masdar, and it is a subsidiary of Mubadala Investment Company, an investment company owned by the government of UAE. An investment of 129 million US dollars, and it is projected that it can produce electricity around 200 gigawatt hours per year. A number of the targets of the floating solar power plant in Cirata is using the area of the dam itself, and to also improve the energy mix and fulfilling the needs of electricity in West Java as a trendsetter on a large scale for floating solar power plant, and this can be also in competition with fossil fuel, and to also improve this type of solar project or power plant. And the most important thing is it is also to increase our relationship between Indonesia and the Middle East, most especially with the United Arab Emirates, in relation to the development of investment in the area of energy. As a closing, ladies and gentlemen, the development of the floating solar power plant in Cirata is one out of 16 cooperation that has been established between Indonesia and the United Arab Emirates. We hope that this project will become an inspiration for other big companies to be able to contribute in the usage of renewable energy, most especially solar energy. I thank you all parties so that the development of the floating solar power plant will run smoothly. I hope God the Almighty will bring His blessings to each and every one of us. Thank you. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, Arifin Tasrif. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bapa. Now we will hear from Bapa Ihsan Asad, Director of Mega Project from PT PLN Persero. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi.
A very good morning and blessings to everyone.
Ambassador of Unit Emirat Arab for Indonesia, Mr. Abdullah Salem Obeid Al-Dahiri. Yang saya hormati Bapak Wakil Ketua Komisi 7 DPR RI,
the Deputy of the 7th Commission Head of the House of Representatives, Pak Edi, Bapak Dadan, the Director General for Energy and Renewable Energy, Bapak Hadian Septian Hari Sabtu, also the Mayor of Purwakarta, CEO of Masdar, Muhammad Jamil Aramahi, the Board of Directors of PGBI, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we would like to convey our thankfulness to God the Almighty. Because of His blessings, we can be here today.
welcome all the honorable guests of the Cirata Reservoir. In this beautiful reservoir, which is operated by PT PGB, a subsidiary of PLN. PT PGB operated the largest hydropower plant in Indonesia with capacity 1,008 megawatt. And this large hydropower plant will soon be the host of the largest floating PV in Southeast Asia, the 145 megawatt AC Cirata floating PV. As we know, the government of Indonesia has vision to grow and develop the economic sustain and continuously. Further, Indonesia government has committed to achieve renewable energy mix up to 33% in 2025. To support this target, PLN has launched the green transformation consisting the development of renewable energy plan and conducting green booster program and also developing the larger solar PV. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion I'm very proud because PGB and PGBI as a PLN subsidiary succeed in developing a partnership within international and leading company like Masdar, which has great experiences in renewable energy to build the largest floating solar plant in Indonesia and also in Southeast Asia. With the price of 5.8 cents per kilowatt hour, this is solar power plant is not only become a symbol of large-scale renewable energy development in Indonesia, but give us a sign that renewable energy can contribute to electricity cost reduction in Java Bali electricity system. In the end, this reservoir will be noted a history where there are two prestigious power plants. That is the largest hydroelectric power plant in Indonesia and the biggest floating solar power plant in Southeast Asia. Cirata floating PV will not only provide green and clean energy, but also will increase the renewable energy portion in national energy mix, reduce water evaporation, and also protect alga ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, on this occasion, I would like to express my gratitude to government who always support in the development of renewable energy project, and also all related stakeholders that contributed to help this execution of this project. We believe that related stakeholders could gain benefit from implementation of Cirata floating project. This is collaboration between PLN subsidiary PGB and Masdar Group is one of a concrete step in promoting the growth of renewable energy development. Finally, I hope this project will go well according to the plan and will be able to make a positive contribution in Java Bali electricity system soon. Thank you very much for your support and attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Bapak Ihsan Asad, Director of Mega Project from PT-PLN. Now, I'm pleased to welcome to the stage Masdar's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Muhammad Jamil Al-Ramahi.
I'm going to take my mask. You've heard, I have already been vaccinated. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, everybody will be in safe hands, inshallah, next year. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's been a long journey, to be honest. Standing here today, for me, is a special moment. And I was speaking earlier to some of the guests that this is the first time I travel outside the United Arab Emirates since February. And I took this decision not because I was vaccinated. I took this decision because Indonesia for Masdar is very important. This project for Masdar is very important. And we also know that this project is important for our partners and for Indonesia. And that's why I'm here today. So today's event marks the official introduction of PMSE, our joint venture with PTP GBI, to deliver Cirata floating photovoltaic power plant. Thank you to our partners PT, PGBI, and the team on the ground for helping to make this event happen. And thank you to all our distinguished guests for joining us today and making this event very special. This project embodies the cooperation between the government of the Republic of Indonesia and the United Arab Emirates. It will contribute directly to Indonesia's electricity infrastructure acceleration program, which aims, like mentioned, to increase the share of renewable energy in the country's energy mix to 23% by 2025. We signed the power purchase agreement for this project at the beginning of this year during the course of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, an event that we were privileged to have His Excellency Joko Widodo, President of the Republic of Indonesia, attending alongside His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the United Armed Forces. The Cirata floating photovoltaic plant is truly a revolutionary project. It's Indonesia's first such project. At 145 megawatt AC, it also will be the country's largest solar plant, and it will become, in fully operational, one of the largest plant in Southeast Asia. Frankly, one of the largest floating solar plant in the world. This project also represents our first venture into this region. As you are aware, Masdar is active in more than 30 countries. Around 11 gigawatt of installed capacity worldwide. But this project represents a major milestone for Masdar in this region. And we have chosen Indonesia. And we want to grow from Indonesia. Not only in Indonesia, but in Asian region or ASEAN region. Let me pronounce that correctly. Accelerating renewable energy uptake could deliver benefits of more than 50 billion US dollars a year. And this is according to the International Renewable Energy Agency, which is based in Masdar City, our home in Abu Dhabi. And of course, floating photovoltaic technologies can help in doing so. Indonesia alone has already identified at least 60 potential sites for floating photovoltaic plants. And of course, we are committed to supporting the future development of such projects and in continuing to help Indonesia achieve its clean energy objectives. Above all, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to celebrate, and that's very important, to celebrate the launch of our joint venture with our partners, the development of this project, and of course the collaboration between two great nations, our country, the United Arab Emirates, and the Republic of Indonesia. I also want to thank all of the esteemed guests that have supported us here today at Jakarta and here in the region, and for this warm welcome and hospitality. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I don't want to forget my mask.
Thank you, Mr. Ramahim. Last, but certainly not least, we will hear from the President Director of PT-PMSE, Mr. Pshemek Lupa, to talk about the joint venture, the progress of the project, and share with you a short project video.
What a beautiful day. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, selamat pagi, salam alaikum. So many things have been said. I think the combination of our CEO and Pa Iksan basically made my speech. So I'll try to avoid a repeat. But indeed, we are here on a special day celebrating the partnership, which will be for a very long-term partnership between PT, PGBI Investasi, and Masdar, both at the helm of developing what will be, again, it has been said a few times, not only the largest solar plant in Indonesia, but the largest solar floating plant in Southeast Asia, and certainly one of the largest in the world. So, as you now have seen with all the logos, the company name, I will not pronounce it in full, but the company name is PMSE, and I'm here as President Director and also as Masdar's representative in Indonesia. So, indeed, back in January of this year, during the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, the power purchase agreement was signed. With Masdar and PGBI. And under this agreement, we will sell green renewable electricity to PLN for 25 years. So the tariff is competitive, as was mentioned by Iksan. And in fact, the tariff is lower than many traditional power plants in Indonesia, including many coal plants, many geothermal plants, and many gas-fired plants. It's truly a competitive tariff, and it's really promoting renewable energy. So the project will help PLN reduce the average cost of electricity for Indonesia, while at the same time providing greener energy to the entire nation. So this year, despite the implications of the COVID-19 pandemic, all the partners have worked really diligently together with PLN, and we proudly achieved the effective date of the PPA, of the Power Purchase Agreement, in July of 2020, which is a significant milestone for the project. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate everyone involved in realizing this great achievement. So the floating PV plant will be located to my right. From here, we will be able to see the north tip of the plant, but most of it actually will be located to the south, behind the hill. The plant will occupy approximately 250 hectares, which may be considered large, but in fact, it is only 4% of the Waduk Cirata, or the Cirata reservoir, only 4%. And it will indeed export a maximum of 145 megawatt to the Jawa Bali grid from here, from the Cirata reservoir in West Java. So as you will soon see in the project video, the plant will consist of approximately 350,000 solar panels, arranged into multiple islands. We have a nice representation of that. And those islands will be anchored to the bottom of the reservoir using mooring lines. And the plant will be connected to the 150 kV Cirata switchyard, which is located approximately 4 kilometers from the power plant. So another proud achievement is the designation of the project as Project Strategisch National. And then through the tireless efforts of the project team, we have been able to obtain a number of key permits, and also thanks to BKPM, who is well represented here today. So some of the permits that we've obtained include the environmental permit for the transmission line and special facilities, which is the UKL-UPL. The environmental permit for the floating plant, the AMDAL. The location permit for the project, the izin lokasi, and the electricity business license, which is the EU PTL, among many other permits. And thank you again to BKPM for the help, for the great support. So the power plant will be designed, built, operated, and maintained in accordance, obviously, with high international standards. And we will adhere to the highest environmental as well as health and safety practices. During the construction and over the 25 years of operation, PMSC will be part of the local community, will create jobs, and will be a source of pride for the Purwakarta and the Bandung Barat regencies, as well as for West Java and for Indonesia as a whole. So in addition to the societal benefits of the project, floating PV technology also boasts positive environmental features that will directly impact the Cirata ecosystem. These include reduced water evaporation during the dry season, reduced growth of harmful algae, and reduced heat, among other benefits. On a community level, the project will result in enhanced local economy through the creation of direct jobs and a boosted indirect economic activity. The project will also have direct benefits on the Indonesian industry by kickstarting and promoting local manufacturing of key components, and that is very important, such as floaters and PV modules to be manufactured locally. So this is impressive and impactful on every level. So since the start, since the effective date of the power purchase agreement, and again, despite dealing with the implications of the global pandemic, the sponsors have made significant progress on the project. So PMSC, as well as its sponsors, are currently in very, very advanced discussions on the engineering, procurement, and construction contract. And we are in close coordination with our prospective lenders on finalizing the financing of the project. So on that note, I would also like to thank our prospective lenders, Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale, as well as Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation for their continued support on the upcoming, very shortly, upcoming funding of the project. So all involved parties, with again the support of PLN, are working with the aim of achieving financial close and to start construction of the project ahead of schedule during the first quarter of 2021. And collectively, we're targeting to achieve commercial operations in the second part of 2022. So with that, I would like to convey my special thanks again to BKPM, to PJB, PLN, to the government of West Java, to the regencies of Purwakarta and Bandung Barat, and to the sponsors, PJB, PJBI, and Masdar for the great support, dedication, and fruitful collaboration. So let's all look forward to what is sure to become a landmark project for West Java, for Indonesia, and indeed for ASEAN. So that is a project that will pave the way, as was mentioned already many times today, for the scaling up of renewables in the region. So I will conclude here by introducing an exciting video which will provide a little bit more detailed illustration of the project. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Terima kasih.
Climate change is the biggest challenge of our time, and one we must address now. Countries across the world are looking for cleaner, safer energy sources to deliver a low-carbon future and mitigate climate change. Indonesia has set an ambitious target of making renewables 23% of its energy mix by 2025, helping to meet its fast-growing energy demands while reducing carbon emissions. Indonesia has vast and largely untapped potential renewable resources, including abundant solar energy. Today, Indonesia is looking for trusted partners to help it realize this enormous potential. Committed to diversifying its own energy mix, the United Arab Emirates has developed extensive experience in deploying clean energy solutions and is always looking to share this expertise beyond its own borders. Based on their shared vision, Indonesia and the UAE have committed to working together to deliver clean energy projects. PT Pembangkitan Jawa Bali Mazda Solar Energy, or PMSE, is a demonstration of this commitment. Mazda, Abu Dhabi's renewable energy company, formed the consortium with Indonesia's PT PJB Investasi to develop Indonesia's first floating solar plant. The 145 megawatt plant, to be built on the Cirata Reservoir in the West Java region, will also be Indonesia's largest solar power project. Once completed, the Cirata floating solar photovoltaic power plant will provide enough electricity for 50,000 homes and displace over 200,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions each year. Floating solar technology will enable Indonesia to dedicate precious land resources to other productive uses. Floating solar plants can also help water preservation in dry seasons by reducing the evaporation rate, limit the growth of harmful algae, and deliver an increased energy yield due to better cooling. The project will also be beneficial for the local community, creating a potential 500 to 800 jobs during the construction and operation phases, and helping to open up economic opportunities for local businesses. The project also represents Mazda's first venture into the Southeast Asian market, helping to strengthen the links between the UAE and Indonesia. The Cirata Floating Solar Photovoltaic Power Plant is a historic milestone on Indonesia's clean energy journey, helping it to transition to a greener, safer future, and will be the first of many collaborations between two countries in the clean energy and sustainability sectors.
I am sure that everyone here today shares my immense pride that we have been able to reach such an important project milestone. One of the milestones is signing the shareholders' agreement, which indeed marks the beginning of a long and successful collaboration. To officially mark this great achievement, I am pleased to invite representatives from Masdar, PJBI, and PMSE here on stage to sign the shareholders' agreement. You may take off your masks for the photo, please. Yes. Yes. Please look at the camera. You may now proceed to sign the agreement. We can close the folders and maybe stand up for another photo, please. I would now like to invite on stage to join the group photo His Excellency Abdullah Dhahri, UAE Ambassador, Pa Sekta, and Pa Ihsan Asad, please. Thank you. You can stay on stage. We are now going to kick off the launching platform. I would like to ask the signatories to approach the pressing buttons and place your hands on the button. And look at the photo, please. And on my signal, you can press the button now, please. If I may please ask the delegation to take their seats, as we will now witness the launching platform from this video here. So this video here actually is a live presentation of the launching platform, which is to the right of the stage. And you can see it from this video here. So what you see here is a symbolic launch of the first floater of the Cirata 145 megawatt AC floating photovoltaic plant. To explain to you how the construction will take place, first the floaters and solar panels will be assembled on shore on a laydown area. After that, they will be pushed to the reservoir using tugboats. Once in water, they will be dragged by boats to be properly connected in the project area that Mr. Pshemek pointed out to earlier. They will be anchored to the bottom of the shore by mooring lines and concrete blocks, as you've seen in the video. Mooring lines are engineered and designed to withstand wind loads, wave loads, as well as water level variations. This is only a representation of what will happen next year, inshallah, when construction is started. So this is the first floater to be floating on the Cirata reservoir of the 145 megawatt AC. On behalf of Masdar, PJBI, and PMSE, I thank you all for attending today's ceremony. I wish you all a safe and healthy rest of 2020 and look forward to working closely together in the future. If I may ask, lunch will be served shortly in Hall 1B. If I can please ask you to make your way over there now. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Terima kasih. Mohon Bapak Ibu untuk tetap di tempat terlebih dahulu.
Please kindly remain for a while in your seats. For those who are on the first row, you may leave the area first. Those who are on the first row.
Sit to enter the lunch room the first. And then after that, the second seat. No. Please enter the seat. Thank you. Bapak, tunggu sebentar ya Pak. Mohon untuk yang lain tetap di tempat.
For the rest of the audience, please wait for a moment. Allow our first row to go to the dining area first. For the second and third row, you may then proceed to the lunch area or to the dining area. The remaining audience or guests, please remain for a while in this room. Please wait just for a moment. Gentlemen, please proceed to the lunch area. And then for the fourth row, please go ahead. Please keep your social distancing.
Selanjutnya, Bapak Ibu selanjutnya silakan.
And to the rest of the audience, please.
Terima kasih Bapak. Baik, Bapak Ibu yang berada di sebelah kiri.
Ladies and gentlemen who are on the left-hand side, you can go to the dining area. And please keep your social distancing. Thank you. Tunggu dulu, nih gue mau lihat.
Thank you. You execution very well.
Aduh, thank you ya Ruli. Ini jangan sampai kepenyat ya. Yang ini itu penting. Nah, itu ada headsetnya, sayang. Jangan sampai. Enggak, maksudnya ya. Ya.